to it. We can do that later on. We gotta get some gas, man. I ain't got no gas. Where we at? 63rd and King Drive? No, 61st King Drive. I think this the hood, ain't it?
Yeah. Where you want to get the gas
what's it?
like
Yeah,
55th and King Drive. This gas station.
55th and King Drive?
Yes.
Alright, 55th and King Drive.
Yes, 55th and King Drive.
Oh, I turn right here then.
Yeah.
Because I don't want my peeps seeing me with this camera. They get nervous, man. They see a camera going. I may have to put this camera down. What you think about Mayor Daley not getting the Olympics, man? I say Mayor Daley and not Chicago. Come on, what you think about that?
I think it's wonderful that Chicago did not receive the bid, because I know Daley had been working on this since about 2004, 2004, 2005, and I was very happy, very pleased that he did not get the Olympics. They really didn't allow the people who were not a part of his group or his network and stuff like that really any serious input. They had a little town hall meetings, but you can't take that seriously and stuff, because it's just like ventilating sessions, you know, so we just ventilate. You really didn't have no any serious say-so over the process. I mean, then it came out just a few days ago that the contracts that number of African Americans are supposed to get out of, participating in the 2016 Olympics, they all been sent out. You know what I'm saying? Been bidded out. So that meant that very few of us, if any of us, received any contracts and stuff that was connected to the 2016 Olympic bid. So I think that it was wonderful. I'm glad that Daley didn't get it, along with his cronies. And I watched Patrick Bryan, who's the chair of the AON Corporation, who lives in Evanston. I saw him just his Adam's apple kept going up and down. I mean, he was extremely embarrassed after Chicago was eliminated from the whole process and everything, and because they had put a lot of money. You're talking about millions and millions of dollars and stuff into this. And I'm glad that they lost it. I'm glad they lost money, but much of the money, some of the money was not their money. But I know there are many corporations who invested in this enterprise. I'm sure they were not very pleased with that. So I'm glad that Daley and Valerie Jarrett and their dream team didn't get it, because they would have destroyed Washington Park. In fact, this is Washington Park right here. And Douglas Park. This is Washington Park right here. Now, we got to jump on the expressway, but I don't think y'all people at home, you really can't see Washington Park. Go on the video. I got a video of Washington Park. But there's Washington Park right there. We have 55th and King Drive, and this was supposed to be the site of the Olympics. Right. The big Olympic stadium, the temporary stadium they were supposed to be. Let me put my camera down, because I am in the hood, and we got to take a break. All right, Randy, we got gas now. 55th and King Drive. I had to take a break because I got the camera out. I got to be careful. Because folks think we was on the north side of Lincoln Park. People see a camera, they think, wow, they must be some students doing a student film. Right. Or maybe they're doing YouTube, or maybe they're doing a movie. You're in the hood, oh, they must be 5'0". And the thing about this is prime going through. This is prime real estate. Yes. And this is prime real estate right here. This is 55th in Michigan. But if Chicago got the Olympics, many people who live in this neighborhood right here would have had to vacate. They would have to move. That's right. They would have been Olympic gentrification. That's right. Man. You're absolutely right. As a matter of fact, there's a piece that was published in Indies Times magazine back in July of 2007. Right. The piece is entitled "The Olympic Hustle" by Mishka Goss. The Olympic Hustle. The Olympic Hustle by Mishka Goss says the Olympic Hustle. The Chicagoans are already beginning to feel what hosting the 2016 Summer Games might do to their city. By Mishka Goss. Now, in it mentions, it quotes a study. There was a study that was released in June of that year, of 2007, by the Center on Housing Rights and Evictions, based in Geneva, Switzerland. And it talks about wherever they had the Olympics, it resulted in it had a negative or destructive impact on the communities surrounding or near the area where they had the Olympics. The places that they're talking about, were in the 7 most recent cities where they had the Olympics, specifically Seoul, Korea, Barcelona, Spain, Atlanta, Georgia, Sydney, Athens, Greece, Beijing, London, England. They talked about the negative impact that it resulted in them having the Olympics in these areas, and they talked about how these are some of the things that happened. One, it resulted when they had the Olympics, it resulted in the forced evictions of people from certain areas. it increased the property values of the areas where they had the Olympics. It resulted in the tearing down and destruction of people's homes in the area. It resulted in mass arrests of the homeless, like in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, this is one of the articles I mentioned to Alderman Willie Cochran of the Alderman of the 20th Ward here in the city of Chicago.
Right.
I told him during the fall of 2007, I asked him a question after he got up there, this is at Kennedy King College, the new Kennedy King College on 63rd and Halsted Street. There was a special program about, it was a program about dealing with networking and culinary arts and stuff and how to become an entrepreneur and stuff. And I asked him a question after he had given his presentation. He mentioned how the Olympics would do so many positive things for our community. And I asked him, did you do any social economic impact studies of this, of the Olympics and stuff? He said no. Well, I said, how do you know it's going to have a positive impact on our community if you haven't done the research?
Right.
How do you know? How do you know? What place could you point to? What country where they had Olympics, where they had a positive impact on our community? He couldn't tell me.
Right.
Okay. So that's the reason why him and these other city council people who supported that they need to be challenged. The elections, the automatic and mayoral elections is in 2011. Right. So this is the fall, October of 2009. So we have like maybe less than a year and a half to go. And I think that many of them need to be challenged for supporting this and for spending our tax dollars. Okay, they came with some kind of phony agreement, which is not even worth. The Charmin tissue. I could write a little note on Charmin tissue, which would carry more weight than the agreement that they put together, okay, in the city council. So I think that that's really ridiculous. There's no way you can hold these people who are basically, these are power players. These are big people who have money and resources and stuff. There's no way that no agreement on paper was going to hold them accountable. So I don't know why these people came out and support that, in the city council. I'm surprised that President Barack Obama, where he was a senator during the time when he was asked to support the Chicago's bid for the 2016 Olympics and stuff, and he came out in support of it, and I don't recall him doing the research or checking. So, and he's a very bright man, intelligent and stuff. So I'm really kind of surprised at some of the things that some of our people do in order to basically appease or placate other people and stuff, and also to pay back certain people. Because see, President Barack Obama was supported by many people from Chicago and from all over who run various corporations and business stuff. These people were part of the business elite or the corporate elite. So this was kind of a quid pro quo, something for something. You do something for me, I do something for you.
Right.
So I think that him supporting Daley's bid, the bid for the Chicago, for having the Olympics here in Chicago in 2016, I think it was just a thing where it was just business as usual, where I did something for you, and so you have to reciprocate. And then you have not only just President Obama. He had his wife, Michelle Obama, who was executive, former executive from the University of Chicago. She was like the vice president over there at the University of Chicago a few years ago. Then you also have Michael Jordan, who they asked, but I don't think he participated with. Yeah, and then you also had Oprah Winfrey, along with a number of other people. So I think I'm glad that things turned out the way it did, because I'm telling you, if they had got the bid, that would have resulted in many working class folks who live in Hyde Park, who live right down there 51st King Drive, over there by the 52nd Street Armory, where they were going to have the Olympics and stuff, along with the Douglas Park on the west side of the city of Chicago, where they were going to take control of the swimming facilities. They would have taken control of that whole area, because if you give these people an inch, they'll take a mile. Okay, right. And you cannot allow these people to fool you, or you can't allow these people, you can't be bamboozled. You can't allow yourself to be bamboozled by these people, because they're dishonest, they're chronic, habitual, pathological liars. They've never been honest. Black folks who make approximately, or we did make approximately about 40% of the population here in the city of Chicago, maybe approximately about 10 years ago, come to the municipal reference library sources. Now we are less than that.